Welcome to Slay the Princess. This game's been trending a lot lately. It's basically a visual novel similar to Doki Doki Literature Club, as in it's a psychological horror visual novel. But your choices sort of contribute to the story, and there's multiple endings to the game. It looked very interesting, and it was on sale on Steam, so I decided to check it out. I haven't watched anyone play it. I don't really know what it's about, but we're gonna be trying it out for the first time to see what all the hype is. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ooh. What sort of significance does this princess have in causing the end of the world?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Do I have to?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Okay, but you're not providing any concrete evidence that supports your claim that she's going to cause the end of the world. Therefore, I am a little skeptical. There's so many.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
You pretty much are.
Do you even know where you're going?
Nah, but I'll figure it out.
Somehow
Yes.
I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good.
Yes.
What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Did they only hire one voice actor for the game? Is that the same guy playing the narrator and voice of the hero? Is he gonna play the princess as well?
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait, isn't that annoying little voice me though?
That's
Oh
strange.
wow.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
It would appear so.
How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Possibly. However,
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
yes.
It's remarkably selfish, if
I
you
guess.
ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
What else could die mean? I mean, I guess a phone can die, and that can be recharged, so I guess it's a good point to put emphasis on that, but when does this game take place? Were there cell phones? That looks like a sort of modern cabin design, in my opinion. But also, I don't really know. You're not emotionally blackmailing
Stakes
me
and
into doing
consequences
this.
aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Asshole.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
I do.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now,
Ah.
I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
It would appear so, but, you know, I'm gonna tell the universe to go fuck itself. I'll start walking different
There's
direction.
always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
I'm fine with that.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Hey, I don't think that was there before.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Uh-huh.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh, okay.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Oh, really?
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
I mean, irritating you is pretty fun.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right?
Yes.
But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
But I just love pissing you off. This game gives me, like, the Stanley Parable vibes. I believe that's the name of the game. I need to play that.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The end. It's chapter 2, The Stranger. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You sound agitated. Did I do something to upset you? Also, what, are we in fucking Attack on Titan? Why is there a wall?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay.
My tricks?
See your
What
tricks.
on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
I don't think so, buddy. I think you're fucking with me.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Perhaps.
I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Who the fuck is the contrarian? What's a contrarian?
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day.
You know what? I've broken the code. I know the plot twist of the game. The main character, us, we are schizophrenic and all these voices are inside our head. None of this is real.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Yes, sir.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
I suppose that could be seen as a negative outcome. We're gonna go to the cabin. Don't tell him we're lying.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right?
Ah, shit.
Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
I wouldn't lie to you, narrator.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I'm just waiting for the colossal titan to appear.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Maybe the narrator's the enemy behind all this.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
I don't know who you people are.
Let's keep an open mind.
How did I get in this situation? I don't have any choices anymore.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
I don't know what the fuck you're yapping on about.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Can I have it?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
That's right.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Listen, I have a plan. I'm gonna use my Riz. The Tism Riz. I'm not wearing my Rizm with the Tism shirt, but you get the point.
You can't just say that. Not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Okay.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Guys, the voices are arguing.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
Is this? Oh, it's Otto.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine.
I'm not
Good.
okay.
Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
There's a mirror.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
I don't like this.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What the fuck am
There
I?
was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Okay, I'll take the blade.
from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
Yeah, kind of like Daryl from The Walking Dead.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice. You switch your grip
Yeah.
on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better?
He's my favorite. The Contrarian's my favorite.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
We'll go ahead and enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Who the fuck wrote this script?
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
I
Her
agree.
voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
And what is that, contrarian?
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Yeah. We'll take the center.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Okay, what the fuck?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Huh? The fuck's happening?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Yeah.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And, why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid
Oh, nope. Ah.
You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal.
I don't have any weapons, and I'm chained to a wall. Do I look like someone that could end the world? Do I look like a monster?
Is your voice AI?
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Kill her now.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
Can we put her back?
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
I didn't make it this far.
Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
No, for once, I don't agree with you. I'm getting you out of here. I don't... Wait, why is this selecting 2 of these? Oh,
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
okay. Yeah, I have 3 hands at the moment.
All at once you charge forward, knife gleaming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
Narrator, where'd you go?
falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
No, they killed the narrator.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
How about I just fucking kill you?
We should help her. I think we did this.
I can fix her.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Oh no, what's the consequences of our actions?
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Where'd my friend go?
He is. Does that mean the world ended? Again,
Oh, there
what
he
the
is.
hell are we supposed to do? You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
I don't know, you got any suggestions?
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No, don't do that.
Well, I'm out of choices.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Wait, who am I?
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Well, death awaits us all. It's inevitable. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. That's me. That's great. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Oh, we're going to the cabin? Oh.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
This feels like something straight out of a Junji Ito manga.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
My name's Tommy. I make YouTube videos. But physically, I don't know what I am in this game.
I think that you are like me.
Oh, really?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves. She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I don't know.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh. This is where we lock lips? Guys, I told you I had the Tism Riz.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Well, I'd like to leave.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt. How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Oh, where are you?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. I know only that they are. You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you. Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I'm gonna save. Because maybe... Wait, what?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
I should have saved before so I could see what happens if like I try to kill her or if I become one with her.
Everything, until we meet again. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Okay.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. If you need time, then I'll wait with you. You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
What? The game closed itself. I don't know if the game
You have
crashed.
returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Hold on. Wait. Jesus, OBS didn't have time to process if the game was open again. Jesus Christ. I guess.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Who, the princess?
You won't.
God. Fuck. God. My heart.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I know. I'm well aware. Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to get back to that one point. Okay, we're back. We'll save right here. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Oh. Destroy everybody. So I can't kill myself. Oh fuck. One of the many hands from you reaches forward and gently touches at your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh. Damn.
Nothing as we are. She asks that I tell
Okay. Well, we got fucked up. I guess that was one of the endings. I'm enjoying this. I might come back to play it, because I know there's multiple endings, though I'm not sure how many. There's multiple paths you can take, so I will definitely consider coming back to this. Because I really love the art style and the commentary for the two voices in the game. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.